Well, got a form from the auto show to try out a Mazda. I signed up. Other people were running away from the salespeople. Well, I said, hey, yeah, I want $25. Let me try it out. So I got a form and email for trying out any Mazda, and they will send me a gift card for $25. Well, since I enjoy trying cars out, I don't mind getting paid for it. So I went to, took this form, went to a nearby Mazda dealer, not too far away, maybe 3 or 4 miles, and went in around lunchtime and showed them the certificate. Told them I want to test drive a car. Well, they looked at me like I was nuts, which they usually do when I come in with these certificates, because nobody comes in with the certificates. So they looked it over and they signed it and they said, okay. So now what I do is I mail this in for my money. So he says, you know, you don't have to test drive a car if you don't want to. I said, yeah, I want to test drive a car. I said, I want to test drive the Mazda 3. I saw the Mazda 3 5-door at the show, and I thought it was a pretty cute looking car. And it has like a 2.0 or a 1.5 engine, but it has also a 2.5 engine. I told the salesman I wanted to try out the 2.5 engine. Well, he got a key, and he didn't get a key to the Mazda 3, which is the 5-door, cute little sporty car. He got the key to a Mazda 6. I said, well, does this Mazda 6 have the 2.5 engine? That's what I want to try out. And he said, yeah, it has the same kind of engine. And by the way, it's a pretty good looking car on the outside, the Mazda 6. I was very impressed with it. So we took it for a spin around the block because he didn't want to get too involved with me, since I told him I already have a lease on a 2013 Taurus. But I had to explain to him, well, you know, I got a 3-year lease. In in March, I'll have 1 year into the car. But there's also a program I saw in the newspaper where they are a company will take in your lease and hook you up with somebody else to take over your lease. So actually, if they can do that, you can get out of your lease anytime you want to. So that's part of the fun of trying out cars. I told myself, well, I may be in another car in 3 or 4 months. Well, that made him feel a little good. So we took the Mazda 6 out with a 2.5 liter engine, and going around the block, and we got back in an industrial area, and I floored it. And this thing took off. This has very good pickup in it. I would say it's almost comparable to my Ford Taurus with the 3.5 liter engine. So it moved out pretty quick. I'd be satisfied with this car. And so the only downside I have on this Mazda 6, which is their top of the line automobile, salesman says, oh, it gets about 40 miles to the gallon. Okay, well, yeah, that's good. And the only downside I had was it was rough on the butt. You could feel every little jerk and vibration right up through your spine. And this is also what happened to me in last year when I tried out a Dodge. It's a nice little car, but I don't know what, they just can't engineer it right to take out the stiffness in the ride. I mean, this was bumpy that it made my Taurus feel like a Luxo barge. I mean, it was so comfortable. But if I want a car just for going around town, which I'm not taking trips lately anymore, but if I just want a grocery car, this would do it. So anyways, it's a very nice looking car. Had a lot of pep in it when you floored it, and had paddle shifters, which I didn't use, just going around the block. And it had navigation, and this was a pretty upscale car. And the MSRP on this, the top of the line one's about $33,000. So that's my first tryout of this year from the auto show in trying a car out and getting paid for it. Now I'm waiting for the rest of the people I signed up with to send me a deal. Lexus has been contacting me by email, and I'm not responding. I'm not going to respond until they finally send me an offer where they're going to pay me to try out their cars. I'm also including a picture of the gray silver Mazda 6 that I tried out, and a picture I took of a Mazda 3 5-door, a red one, which is the cute car I saw at the show, which I like very much.